I got a crazy story, man.
All right, yeah, see.
When we was at the airport, some tall ass nigga, like 7 feet. He see Durky, yo. Now that was crazy.
In Chicago's drill scene, where loyalty means everything, the bond between Lil Durk and King Von was deeper than music. They weren't just friends, they were brothers from the same trenches of O Block, a neighborhood known for its violence and survival of the fittest mentality. Durk and Von stuck together through thick and thin, with their friendship rooted in the same struggles and street life that shaped them. But as King Von's name started getting tied to a string of violent acts, people began to wonder, was Durk just a friend, or was he somehow involved in what Von was allegedly doing in the streets? Could Lil Durk have known more than he let on, or even played a part in Von's rumored activities? It's time to break down the facts and see what really went down between these two rappers.
It's T never forget it. Hey, rocking
Lil Durk, born Dirk Derek Banks, and King Von, born Davin Daquan Bennett, were more than just collaborators. They were brothers in arms. Their bond was forged in the fires of street life and cemented by their mutual passion for drill music. Von was signed to Durk's label, Only the Family, OTF, and the two were often seen together, both in the studio and in the streets. Durk and Von's relationship went beyond music. They shared a history of gang affiliations, with Von heavily involved in the Black Disciples and Durk leading the charge as the figurehead of OTF. This connection was integral to their music, with tracks often reflecting their shared experiences and struggles. Their chemistry was undeniable, but as Von's fame grew, so did the scrutiny of their actions and affiliations. The most alarming whispers about King Von involve allegations that he was involved in multiple murders. Reports from various sources suggest that Von's street credibility was not just built on his rap skills, but also on a violent history. Tales of shootings and violent confrontations have surrounded his name, raising questions about how deep his criminal involvement might have been. One high-profile case was the shooting death of T-Roy, a rival gang member. Von's name was repeatedly linked to this incident, with speculation about whether it was an act of revenge or a display of dominance in the gang hierarchy. The complexities of gang warfare and retaliation can often blur lines, making it difficult to untangle who was responsible for what. Given the close relationship between Lil Durk and King Von, questions arise about whether Durk was privy to or even complicit in Von's alleged criminal activities. Was Durk just a bystander, or was he potentially involved? 1. Motive and means. Durk's involvement, if any, would depend on several factors: motive, means, and opportunity. Motive: Durk and Von were not only best friends, but also business partners. A deep bond like theirs could potentially create situations where their actions, even illegal ones, were justified as necessary for survival or dominance. In the world of drill music and gang violence, loyalty often translates to participation in criminal activities. If Von was indeed involved in a spree of violence, Durk could have had a motive to support or cover for him, especially if it meant protecting their empire and maintaining their influence. Means: Durk's means to be involved would include access to resources, connections, and influence. As a prominent figure in the drill scene and a leader of OTF, Durk had significant resources at his disposal. This influence could theoretically provide him with the means to either orchestrate or cover up violent acts. However, there's a stark difference between being complicit in street activities and directly participating in violent acts. Opportunity. The opportunity to be involved in Von's alleged crimes would depend on Durk's presence and actions at the time of the incidents. If he was directly involved or had knowledge of these acts, it would raise questions about his role. However, proving such involvement would require concrete evidence and testimonies, which are often difficult to obtain in the street context. 2. Evidence and speculation. Speculation around Durk's involvement is fueled by various factors, including his association with Von, the timing of events, and the nature of their street activities. Social media and lyrics. Both Durk and Von's social media accounts and lyrics often contain cryptic references to violence and gang conflicts. If there were coded messages or veiled threats in their music, it might suggest an awareness or endorsement of violent acts. For instance, Von's lyrics about getting revenge or handling enemies might hint at a broader network of violence involving those close to him. Witness statements and testimonies. In many cases, witnesses and informants play a crucial role in unraveling the truth. If there were individuals who saw or heard something implicating Durk, their statements could be significant. However, street code and intimidation often prevent people from coming forward, complicating investigations. Legal proceedings and investigations. Legal outcomes related to Durk and Von's cases could offer some insight. For instance, if Durk had been implicated in any legal documents or investigations related to Von's criminal activities, it might point to a deeper involvement. As of now, there's no direct evidence linking Durk to specific murders, but ongoing investigations might reveal more details over time.
Detectives from Atlanta and Chicago testified in the criminal case against rapper Lil Durk in Fulton County Court. They say around 5 in the morning on February 5th, Lil Durk, whose real name is Durk Derek Banks, and his co-defendant Devontae Bennett were seen on camera involved in shooting Alexander Witherspoon, a person police say they knew.
One of the most critical aspects of this narrative is whether Lil Durk has been able to navigate the legal system effectively. Known for his high-profile legal battles, Durk has faced charges ranging from gun possession to more severe allegations. His ability to stay out of prison despite his criminal ties has led to speculation about whether he has used his resources and connections to influence legal outcomes. First, legal maneuvering. Durk's legal team has been skilled at defending him against various charges. The effectiveness of his defense and the outcome of his legal battles can sometimes be attributed to both the strength of his legal representation and the complexities of the cases against him. The high-profile nature of his career also means that legal proceedings are closely watched, making it challenging for any potential wrongdoing to remain hidden. 2. The role of street influence. The influence of street credibility and connections cannot be underestimated. In the world of drill music and gang affiliations, having a network of loyal supporters can sometimes mean having a certain level of protection. While this doesn't necessarily equate to guilt or innocence, it can affect how legal cases unfold and how suspects are treated. So, where does the truth lie in the narrative of Lil Durk and King Von? The reality is that while speculation and rumors swirl, concrete evidence is needed to substantiate claims of involvement in a murder spree. The legal system relies on hard facts and credible testimonies to prove guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. Lil Durk's relationship with King Von certainly adds a layer of complexity to the story. Their friendship and business partnership might suggest a deeper connection to the activities surrounding Von. But without solid evidence, it's all conjecture. Durk's ability to maneuver through the legal system and his high-profile status complicate matters. But it's essential to differentiate between speculation and verified facts. The saga of Lil Durk and King Von is a complex tapestry woven with music, loyalty, and allegations of violence. While the friendship between Durk and Von was significant and their street connections undeniable, the question of whether Lil Durk was involved in Von's alleged murder spree remains speculative.